Let's do practice problems 5, 6, and 7 in this video. So number 5 tells us that 40 million U.S. tons of hazardous waste is produced each year, and 1.6 million of those tons are household hazardous waste. So the question is, what percent of that total is household hazardous waste? So I just divide the 1.6 million tons of household hazardous waste by the total tons, which was 40 million, times 100, and that gives us 4% of it is household hazardous waste. Number 6 tells us that an average of 5 pounds of municipal solid waste is produced per resident in the U.S. per day. So if there are 310 million people in the U.S., how much is generated in one day? So 5 pounds produced by one person times 310 million people gives us 1,550 million, which is 155 times 10 to the 7th, or 1.55 times 10 to the 9th, if you want to write it in scientific notation. Now number 7 has 4 parts. They tell us that a household with 4 residents generates 4 pounds of municipal solid waste per day per person. So they ask us how much is produced in a month with 31 days. So the first thing we do is multiply 4 people times 4 pounds of waste per day times 31 days in that month gives us 496 pounds for that month. Then they ask us how much is produced in a year. So again, there's 4 people times 4 pounds of waste per day times 365 days in a year gives us 5,840 pounds for the year. Then they ask us how much the family pays in tipping fees for the year. So I set up dimensional analysis for this one. A tipping fee is $60 per ton. 1 ton is 2,000 pounds, and they produce 5,840 pounds. So multiply across the top, divide by the bottom, and you get $175 they pay per year in tipping fees. Finally, D asks us how long it takes the household to generate a ton of waste. 1 ton of waste is 2,000 pounds. If they are producing 496 pounds a month, that means that it will take them 4 months to produce 2,000